This is the Tortoise and the Broken Shell motivational story by Motivotoon. Once upon a time in a forest lived a tortoise. He was an old tortoise with a very damaged shell. You see, this tortoise had many scars on his shell. It was cracked in some places and there were deep scratches all over it. The other animals in the forest used to laugh at him and call him names. They said, "Hey, tortoise, what happened to your shell? Did you have an accident or did a predator attack you?" The tortoise was very sad about his broken shell because he couldn't protect himself from predators. One day, a group of rabbits was hopping past the tortoise. They stopped and stared at his shell. "Hey, Mr. Tortoise, why is your shell so broken?" The tortoise looked up and said, "I don't know. Maybe I was born with a weak shell. Maybe I'm not a real tortoise." The rabbits laughed and said, "You are the biggest coward we know. A real tortoise should have a strong, hard shell to protect himself from predators." The tortoise felt humiliated, so he walked away slowly. Tortoises are known for their strong and protective shells, but this guy had a broken shell. This made the tortoise feel sad and useless. He thought about ending his life. Just then, he saw a small bird sitting on a tree. The bird was chirping loudly. "What's your name?" asked the tortoise. "My name is Robin," replied the bird. "Why are you so sad, Mr. Tortoise?" "Oh, Robin, I want to die. My shell is broken and useless. I feel like I'm not a real tortoise." "Why would you want to die just because your shell is broken? Your shell may be broken, but it's still protecting you from predators. And that's what matters," said the bird. The tortoise thought for a moment. He realized that the bird was right. His shell might be cracked and scratched, but it was still doing its job. He felt a little better after talking to the bird. So he thanked her and said, "You're right, Robin. I shouldn't feel bad about myself because my shell is still protecting me." Then he walked away slowly. A few days later, the tortoise was walking through the forest when he heard some animal skins being ripped apart. He turned and saw some hunters approaching. The hunters were looking for food, and they planned to eat some forest animals. The tortoise knew he couldn't outrun the humans, so he started walking slowly toward them. The hunters saw the tortoise and were happy because they could easily kill him and eat his meat. But when they got closer, they saw that the tortoise's shell was broken. They thought that the tortoise was already injured and that it would be easy to kill him. But they soon realized that the tortoise's shell was protecting him from their attacks. The hunters stabbed and slashed at the tortoise, but they couldn't hurt him. The tortoise's shell was too strong. The hunters were angry because they couldn't kill the tortoise. They gave up and left the forest. The tortoise was safe because of his broken shell. He learned that what looks like a weakness can sometimes be a strength. From that day on, the tortoise was never sad about his broken shell again. He knew that it was protecting him from predators. The other animals in the forest also stopped laughing at him. They realized that the tortoise was stronger than he looked. The end. Thanks for watching The Tortoise and the Broken Shell motivational story by Mo. If you liked this story, hit the like button and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to inspire and motivate you every day.